fam. Welcome to another honest, unfiltered episode of Reality Chat Room with Dams. On today's episode, I have our guests, Oyesade, here with me. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for wanting to share your story. Thank you for wanting to speak with us. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed.
Good to hear.
Good to be here.
Okay, so let's just go right into it. Our topic for today's episode is healing from traumatic experiences. I mean, we've had a lot of people go through traumatic experiences, one that they've not been able to heal from, So today's conversation will center around that. And this strong woman is here to tell us how she was able to overcome these experiences, to share her story with us. I trust that this episode is going to be one of healing, of faith, of power, and of courage to all that will be listening to this. And also do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to share. Do not forget to like and comment. Follow us on all our social media handles. Thank you, besties. So let's go right into it. Healing from traumatic experiences. My first question to you is, when did you first realize you were experiencing emotional abuse, and what did it look like for you?
For me, it was subtle. It started like play. like play, and it was more of emotional abuse, not really physical. Not physical, yes, it was emotional. So it started with little words that at first it was like, oh, it's nothing, until I realized that no, these words are unkind, and these are not words that someone that loves you should say to you. So yeah, that's it. So
knowing fully well that emotional abuse can be really hard to recognize, what were some red flags you ignored at first?
Okay, so I think it started with ignoring the fact that I had a partner that was ungrateful and entitled. Yes, so when somebody is ungrateful and entitled, they say was like, what have you done for? What have you even done? So it starts with discrediting what you do or what you have done, or making you look small.
So, and you noticed all of this during the dating phase, right? But you just probably...
So I would say that it took a while to actually figure it out.
Because love now.
Exactly. Please, but love is not blind though. Love with your two eyes open. I'm telling you now. So I would say that it started like a joke until it started breaking me. And I realized that those words were not words I should accept, or I would actually accept. And I would say that the true test of a person is when you're actually going through the issues of life. And sometimes you may never get to see the red flags if the issues of life do not come. So when it's sweet and rosy, it can be perfect. But when reality sets in, you will see.
So this brings to mind one thing that people say, that, when someone offends them or they are not in good terms with someone, they will say, I saw the person's true color.
Yes.
And my question is that, those times that you were in good terms, is it that the person was not showing their true color, or that was their fake color?
Okay, so I want to say something, that many times the reason why we leave a toxic relationship is actually that thing we first ignored. Many times the reason why we leave is, if you go back, yes. So those signs were there, but they were not so evident, because I'm like, okay, it's just... So sometimes you even see your partner do it to other people,
but you feel they can't do it to me.
Do you understand? And if they can be terrible to people outside, your niceness should not be selective. No,
exactly.
So if after a while, and I thank God for growth, I thank God for process I had to go through, and sometimes it's even your own problem. Sometimes you even have a self-esteem problem. So for someone like me, right? I've always known that I will be a public figure.
Okay.
And self-esteem, high self-esteem, has never been a problem for me. But even with the self-esteem, I realized that I had insecurities. I had
That's
to deal
one
with.
thing abuse does.
Exactly. So I felt like, okay, this is perfect. But I thank God that with time, I was able to realize that, nah, this is not it.
Okay, so were there moments where you questioned your sanity or you felt like you were the problem?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so, I've been in a situation where I'm like, it's like, is it me that is mad? Please, you people should come and help me evaluate this thing. Do you understand? And in my own case, it was that I believe that whatever you share with a person is sacred. It's between you and that person. So if you tell the world you love a person, it's stupid of you to now go back, especially as a public figure. You now go back publicly to these same people and say, this person. It means you don't know what you are doing. So for me, I'm looking for the right word to use, but I would say that it was just difficult.
So I think that this reason you just gave is one of the reasons people actually remain in toxic relationship, because they feel that, oh, this is me, I'm a public figure, people know what I do, and I'll now go out and tell them that I and this person, we are not together again, or it didn't work out, things like that. But I feel that those ones should actually be secondary. Fine, you would be reluctant to share the story, you don't to tell people about it, but the earlier you actually leave, the better it is for you, instead of waiting it out and thinking that they will change. Eventually you still have to open up.
Yeah.
And people that will talk will still talk.
True. Then I would like to say something that, you see, everybody is perfect and right when saying their story. So it takes a level of consecration and some level of brokenness for you to be able to say, I did this thing. I own up to the things that I did. So, for example now, if we say you should bring people that I've met in the past, they narrate their story and narrate my story. I'm devil, they are angel. Do you understand? But I would like to say that even in my imperfections, because I'm not a perfect person. No, I'm far from perfect. I've made my mistakes in the past. But I would say that I've been through certain things that no human being deserves to go through such.
Can you tell us some of these things?
I've never publicly, been able to say certain things. Why? Because I believe that God would instruct me on how to go about it. And because there are many people looking up to me, I'm careful about certain information I put out there. Especially trying to mention some. I'm not going to mention anybody's name. So if you feel guilty that it's your name that I'm calling, yes, it's you. I'm in my house.
This one is more than mentioning me, really.
I'm in my house, come and beat me. Do you understand? But then I would say that I had to get to a level in my life that I realized that I'm far from perfect. How can I become a better person and avoid making the same mistake I had made before? Because sometimes we feel like somebody has wronged us, but we had a part to play too.
Of course.
In what that person did. And people don't joke with you. They are only testing your boundaries.
Sometimes you are the one even encouraging those abuse.
True. So they are testing your boundaries. Sometimes they'll tell you it's a joke. It's not a joke. They want to do testing.
When they give you 2 and you tolerate it, they go further, give you 4.
Yeah.
You see that you tolerate it.
So for me, it was a case of negligence. Negligence and lack of empathy. So naturally, I'm an empath. So I can feel people's energy. I could be in a place and I'm looking at people. I can feel your energy. Like, oh, I feel this person is cold. If you tell me your pain now, somehow it's like I'm feeling pain in that part of your body. Like I'm imagining, how is this pain like? So for me, I've been through health challenges. I've been through, financial issues that made me realize that, certain people didn't really love me. So that's why I said the true test of a person's love for you is when, the issues of life, they are right before you and you're able to navigate through. So that was it for me.
Okay, so was there any guilt or fear associated with walking away when you finally decided to walk away? Or what pushed you to even say that I have had enough? Was there any significant thing that happened?
Oh yes. So before the guilt is fear. Yes, fear first, because they're like, okay, if I leave now, people have seen us together. Hey, what will I not tell people? Our loved ones that are close to us, what will we say? Oh, people that have seen that, oh, this love is sweet.
Exactly.
It's sweet in the both of you. How will you now go back and say, oh, I don't love this person again, or this, I'm tired, I'm not doing it again. I had to prayerfully make that decision.
Okay.
And I'm speaking for myself. So these are sensitive issues. So when women like myself bring issues to me, you're trying to tell me about your relationship or marriage, I'm not quick to tell them, oh yeah, stand up, leave. No. Why? Because you cannot save a person that is not ready to be saved. And you cannot help people decide about their future because they are the one wearing the shoe. There are relationship and marriages that can be fixed. So you don't even know their struggle. Sometimes they're even the problem and they're coming to complain. Do you understand?
Yes.
But for me, I literally heard God. And I remember that very day, I was laying down and the voice was loud. It said, if you remain like this, one day you sleep, you'll not wake up.
God forbid.
God about my life. So sometimes you leave so you can leave. So that's what I did. So it was loud, and this is something that I have never ever tried to say in public. Maybe a few people, in my life, I told them about it, but I had to obey God's instruction. But when it came at first, I was like, how will I do it? Do you understand? But then I had to seek counsel. And I had to choose me first, because in all these things we are saying, choose me first. Because that was the time that I went through a major health challenge. Okay. So I was diagnosed of lumbar and cervical spondylosis. It has to do with the spine, the nervous system. Joints. So the nature of my job requires me to stand for hours. So I had issues with standing for long. I could not sit. I could not bend. So imagine having a partner that say, how old are you that you cannot bend down?
Oh my, what's that?
What's DSF? You are just lazy.
They undermine your challenge.
So I'm the one feeling this pain. And because of the pain, I had a lot of setbacks. I became slower in doing certain things. It was like I had a partial stroke too. The left part of my body was partially numb. So I could not feel. Things will fall off my hand. I could not do house chores. I could not cook. My hand would be shaking. I was unstable. If I don't eat on time too, my hand is shaking. There are things I would eat too. My body begins, if I take like Nescafe, caffeine, and I don't eat well, my body is shaking. So these were things I went through. Now imagine someone that has zero empathy. So that was it for me. Do you understand? So I'm not trying to say, oh no, I was angel.
No, of course not. We all have our, inadequacies, but
it was a case of negligence and lack of empathy.
Sometimes I would even want to ask, was there love? Because I say this, that you cannot say you love someone and you intentionally hurt them. True. So it doesn't make sense to me when I hear stories like this. I'm like,
but let me say something.
Okay.
I would say that some people don't really know better. They think they love you, but that's why love is never really enough. Yes, it's never really enough. Okay. So imagine
I'm of a different school of thought. Yeah, I believe that love is enough.
No,
though.
I'm saying this because I can love you, but I'm not loving you right.
Yes,
I think, I'm doing everything. I'm impressed. If, for example, now you are crying, I want water, and I'm giving you food. And I'm like, I bring more food baskets, I go to the supermarket, I fill up your kitchen with food items, and you're telling me, no, just give me water. That is it. So sometimes, what that person is asking for, you don't have the capacity to give them what they want, and it's fine. So that is why 5 men can be good for a woman, right? 5 men. But you see, not the 5 of them really understand what it takes to nurture that woman and love her right. So you might think, I'm a man, or I'm a woman, yes.
So did you at any point try to communicate this with this person? I mean, when you were going through all of those health challenges, and maybe, okay, at least if you don't know and you're willing to learn, we can still work this out.
Oh yes. So I'm very big on communication.
Okay.
Like, if you're very close to me, you know that I'm very big and particular about being expressive. So I'm a very expressive person. However, I realized that then I was not expressive enough. I had to learn that in therapy, that to some extent, because of the way I grew up as the only child of my mom.
Okay.
I had step siblings though, but I started earning money at a very young age, and I knew how to, hold things together, keep things to myself, do things all by myself. So I was expressive, but there were decisions I had to make without involving my partner because I felt I can fix this. So I was a fixer. I think that was a flaw I had to. I was a fixer. I just want to fix it. I don't care how, but I want to fix it.
So sometimes you've done some things before you even get to know about it.
Yes. So I think that was also a problem because I was always also helping this person cover lapses. And this person was like, oh, she's fine. She doesn't need anything. She's okay. Because I felt like, yes, I'm an expressive person, but then I can also fix myself. I can also fix my problems.
And I mean, what are partners for?
Exactly. But to be very honest, I communicated how I felt in my body. Oh, I don't feel good. This is how I feel. I cannot do it. But you imagine repeating yourself and they keep discrediting how you feel. So it gets to a level that it's just like somebody's complaining. And one day you're just tired of complaining. Okay, I'm not complaining again. I think if it's not working, oh yeah, everybody, let's go our separate ways. So that was it for me, because I don't believe in, giving up on a person just like that. I believe, and I want to say this, that if two believers can take away hardness of heart, it can work. Because hardness of heart is actually the major problem that we face in relationship, in marriages. That's like the major problem. So
can you help us break it down, this hardness of heart you're talking about?
Okay, hardness of heart, I think unforgiveness is one of the things where you feel like, oh, a whole me. Why will this person do this to me? And another person is saying, if she doesn't beg me, I will not. If he doesn't talk to me, I will not talk to him. And these things begin to build up. It's a seed.
Yeah.
It will germinate. So it starts from, I'll not talk to this person. From I'll not talk to this person, the devil will begin to plant things in your heart, things that are negative.
Seeds of discord.
Before you know, you start thinking about letting go of your partner, cheating on your partner. You feel there's somebody out there. You think there are many fishes until you go and catch crayfish. So that's
we cannot really say. You might get to catch a shark or something.
Yes, so yeah, that was it for me.
So
I was communicating.
Something that you said just reminded me of one relationship I was in at the time, and this person would always complain that you don't know more than writing epistles.
Wow.
You don't know more than and in my mind I'm like, when I have to keep repeating the same thing over and over again, why would I not write epistles? If you were doing and really I can really write epistles.
I think this just reminded me of something too. So about epistles, they are good sometimes, but sometimes some words are better left unsaid.
So, like, even now that I'm thinking in retrospect, the episodes are right. They are not. I try to be very, very polite. It's just that it's going to be a long. It's going to be a long read. But there was a time he said, "So first, tells me about a project or something," and it really it was making my feeling very insignificant.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't like I was
invalidated.
Exactly, that's the word. He invalidated it, and I'm like. But this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing right now, if you're going to change, but it happened like that. We both went our separate ways and all of that. So emotional abuse is really, really, it's not really talked about a lot. We often talk about physical abuse because that one, you would see the scars on the person's body, but this emotional one, it is killing you.
Bleeding inside.
Exactly. And you cannot even explain to people what you are going through. It's even worse when this person that is abusing you is someone that is very good outside.
Exactly. I'm such a nice person. Wow, very gentle. And you're like, yes.
So what do you want to say? They will not understand. They cannot just relate.
And I'll say something too, that when two people go their separate ways, people would actually believe the other. Because you're like, this person stayed with you, this person knows you, this person has eaten with you, has shared so many moments with you. They would. So that's why I tell people, when you come outside on social media, I want to speak my truth. You set ring lights and camera. You are wasting your time. Why? Because you are giving people room to now debate and tell you, oh yes, I think this person is guilty or not guilty. Do you understand?
Well, I get that part, but I just feel that people can still choose to speak their truth.
Well, if you are led to.
Exactly.
If you are led to.
Yes, because as children of God, we are led by the Spirit of God.
So for me, one of the instructions God gave me was to build in silence. Because, I would also say that I was even trolled on social media on my music page. Do you understand? So what I just do is press delete and block. You are not going to tell me what to do on my page or do what you like on my page. So for me, I was working. It was difficult to, because I know that as a true daughter of my father, my mouth is not good.
Especially when they are peddling rumors around and you just want to let me tell you what happened. This is not what happened.
So I've actually heard rumors about myself that I'm like, am I still alive? I'm dead. Like, is it me? So there was a particular rumor one time that it was not even a rumor. So it was like a tape that was played. So the person was talking carelessly and did not know that somebody was actually recording that conversation. Okay. And I was accused of being physically abusive, that I took a knife, I wanted to stab my partner. And I was like, do you understand? Me that I would not even want to be physical with anybody. You can hardly hear that, oh yeah, somewhere was physical with somebody. So which one is nice?
Where is that one coming from?
Even if you want to cook the story, but sometimes when people want to cook their stories, they have to say mighty and hefty things.
Of course, that's what would sell now.
Do you understand? So, and that moment, I was just like, I understand you have so much bitterness towards me, but nah, it was extreme.
So when you now finally decided to leave, and you communicated it to him, or you just left without telling him that, oh, I want to leave?
No, I actually gave chances, actually. So the thing is, people don't just wake up one morning and say they want to leave, especially women. Especially women. So because when a woman says she's tired, you just
trust me, she has had it up to you.
Do you understand? So for me, I started complaining. It started from, okay, so I believe in not involving third parties. As much as third party have a role to play, but there are certain sensitive information about you and your partner that no matter what. Why? Because you think you are selling out your partner, but people are not daft. They are not daft. The same people you sat down to tell beautiful things about that person, you now go back
to tell them,
and you are so bitter. They just look at you like, okay.
They are holding those words.
Do you understand? So, I don't want to go too deep, but I would say that it is well. Let me just say it is well.
Okay, so I just wanted to know if he at any point said, oh, we can still make this work, when you made up your mind that you were leaving.
Oh, of course. So the case was, whenever I complain, this person tries to change for a few days, then go back to factory setting. A leopard cannot change its skin. So, for example, I complain about negligence. I complain about being adamant, just being. So the thing is, I'm someone that dares to become better.
Okay.
And someone that lacks foresight will see it as you do too much.
You do too much,
or you want to live a fake life. You want to do more than yourself. For someone that is not ready to make extra efforts to become a better person, you are wasting your time. So you are here, the person is here.
You cannot.
You are seeing the sky, the person is seeing the ground. It cannot work. So that was it for me. And
so I think that there's a compatibility issue here, right? From time.
Yes. So I would say that I thought that I could actually make this person a better person, but
nobody can change anybody. You want to take the job of the Holy Spirit.
Do you understand? I was just wasting my time. So, for example, a person who is a lazy person is a lazy person. There's nothing you can do about it. If someone is lazy, the person is lazy. Do you understand? If someone doesn't dare to be hardworking, there's nothing you can do about it. So if you like, be doing jack of all trade, you are doing everything, and the person is just like, what is this one doing? What is it? You are doing too much. Do you understand? So that's it.
And I think that this other person too might actually be doing his best.
Actually.
But because, you know.
Because if you ask this person, like, I do my best, I do my best. I'm like, okay. So at their level, they're like, okay.
Exactly.
So, but their best might not be good enough for you.
It's not just good enough
so
for
that's
you.
why I said, when people are saying their story, if you put person A, person B, everybody is a saint in
to
their
say.
Story. Do you understand? So that doesn't take out the fact that we also had our parts
to play in it.
So
yes.
that's it.
Okay, so how do you now protect your peace? Mentally, emotionally, you know, spiritually?
Okay, so for me, I would say again that it was tough to actually protect my peace. Because it became so toxic that this person started using close people to me as weapon. Do you understand? For manipulation. Okay. So you are narrating story to even pepper seller, to even people that did not ask you. Do you understand? No. So it was as bad as going into my comment section to DM people that pass good comments about me to say, have you heard? Do you understand? Wow, and you know what amazes me is that many times these people still reach out to me and say, see what this person said. But a particular person said to me one day and said, you are a lovable person, and I love you regardless. There's no amount of hate. There's no amount of words this person will say that will make me hate you. But I have to listen. Because if you don't listen to me, I say you don't want to listen. So let's hear what this person had to say about you. Do you? It has happened many times.
That's another height of, like, going into your comment section to tell people that comment good things and say, have you heard what this person did? Yeah. Like, this person that you are celebrating is not all that.
Yes.
That is wicked.
No, the person needs to, it is their nature. They need to talk. You know, some people, if they don't get it off their chest, they will not be normal. Do you understand? So
it is well, oh.
Amen.
So, but would you say that you are fully healed now, or you are still trying to heal?
Oh, so I would. Number one, I'm in a better place. To the glory of God, I'm happy.
And to the shame of the devil.
Life is beautiful. See, and I'm not just happy because I'm trying to feel good. I'm happy, and I have a partner that loves me right. I'm happy. Do you understand? So, and happiness is not just by mouth. Sometimes you get to experience it and you can say, yes, this is pure joy. So I'm in a better place. I'm not even in that place. But healing sometimes, and a lot of people say, time heals wound. It's a lie. It's God that heals. Because you will be waiting for time. Time is not healing anything.
In fact, for some people, the more time you spend, the more it is in your heart.
So should I also tell you the truth that for me, it took a lot of soaking myself in the Word of God, going through therapy, counseling, to reach a level and say, yes, I have come out of this experience. So there are times I'm still triggered. In fact, as of today, as I speak, something still reminded me of something that happened and of that person. Because imagine when you share mutual friends and you get to see these people every single day, and all you're on social media, you're just brushing through.
I can imagine.
Do you understand? So it happens, and what I've learned to do. So I want to say this again, that there was something God taught me to do in my prayer. There was a particular day I was praying, and I thought I'd healed. Okay. And the Holy Spirit said, now begin to mention the names of people that hurt you in the past. Do it for yourself, so that you break out of the bondage that the names of these people put you in. You think you are free from all the things they said to you. It's a lie. Sometimes you need to pray and break out of that hurt and pain anytime you remember it. So now when I remember what those people did to me, I'm like, oh, okay, they did it. Glory to God. I'm even grateful. In fact, as of today, I was praying. I'm like, God, I'm grateful for what they did. Because if they didn't do what they did, I won't be where I am today. In fact, I won't meet the amazing people that God has used in my life. I won't be wiser, because yes, the Oye of those years is not the Oye now. Of course, so, growth has happened. So that's why when people ask me, okay, if you have opportunity to amend things, or probably no. If you gave me the opportunity to rewind, but as a child of God, I believe that I do not make mistakes. Whatever happened, God has said it is part of my life journey. So, and I believe that the Holy Spirit is my compass in the journeys of life. So God knew it would happen. God was not blind to all those things that happened. So that's what I have to say.
Okay, so did you ever experience shame or pressure to move on quickly?
Yes, so shame in the aspect of, because there were certain things that were said about me that were too sensitive, and these things are really not true. Because you know, when something is your story, is your truth, it's me that something happened to. You are helping me narrate my story. Do you understand? And it is normal as human beings that you're like, I was there now, I saw, but you can't see the inside of me. You don't know where it hurts me. You don't know where it pains me. I've heard stories where someone told me she's just pretending. She's always doing as if she's fragile. Any small thing she's doing like this. I went to the hospital. I ran tests, and they could see that this
and
is
they
the
still
diagnosis.
thought that it was fake.
This is what this person is going through, and you're like, what safe? So being in that kind of a, so what happened to me was every single time I tried to tell myself I can cope, my health was deteriorating, because my therapist then used to tell me that my physiotherapy process was more mental than physical. So everything they were doing for me physically, telling me,
wasn't even having any effect.
Do you understand? So at some point my doctor was saying, what's happening now? I left you last week, you were okay, you came back. So it was like, we are going
relapse.
back. Do you
Every
understand?
now and then.
Why? Because anytime I go back from therapy, it's like, oh, I'm back to that thing that is paining me, and I don't have so much love. Do you understand? You know, it's different when you are sick and you are loved at home. You are sick. You go back and like, oh, you're welcome. How are you? You know, your family, your loved ones, they can feel the pain and say, okay, how can we help?
So is it that family members were not there at this point to actually comfort you or be a solace to you at any point?
Okay, so as at that time, I had very little support from my loved ones. To them, they tried actually, but I would tell you,
it was nothing.
Why? Because I think the most important thing I needed was for them never to invalidate how
your
I
feelings.
felt. Because I knew the damage that did to me. You know, you can't pretend to the point of not being able to function in your skill, what put food on your table. It was bad that I could not walk, I couldn't sit for long. Then I enjoyed doing, you know, YouTube tutorials, sitting for long, filming. I couldn't do all these things because I don't have the strength. If I sit for long and I get up, it's like I'm limping, I'm hurting. I take 2-3 days to recover again. I can't.
So you also said that your work requires you standing a lot. So would you want to tell us what work you do?
Oh,
I
yes.
can talk about that.
So yes, I'm the CEO of Oyesade. I run a salon and beauty business. Yes, so salon, beauty, spa, that is what I do. I train people on how to do hair, makeup, nails, pedicure, manicure, facials, and many more.
Oh,
so
great.
that's what I do.
So you have a walk-in store, or it's
Yes,
virtual?
yes,
Okay.
I do, and we do home service as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, so let's continue. So I was saying the support from the house, you know, you say you had like little or no support.
Yeah, so I expected more from my loved one, and I communicated how I needed to be helped.
And they still...
So, okay, let me also say this, that even in helping is also not enough. If you are helping and you are still doing self-gratification, that was terrible. Like, if not for me that is helping you in this aspect, do you think you can do what you are doing?
They say that.
And you know, they not proceed to tell other people, do you know it's me that is so. She's just lazy. She can't do anything. It's just me.
Why?
So
it costs nothing to be kind now.
And that's why I said not everyone is an empath. They are not wicked though. They are
That's
not
just
wicked.
the way they
Some
are.
people are not empath. If you like, cry from night to tomorrow. Some people cannot. They don't. Nothing is entering their body. But there are people that if someone is crying now, they are crying already. They can feel other people's pain. So it doesn't mean they are witches and wizards. That's why I say sometimes you are not mad at these people. They don't know better. And I will tell you that the place I am right now, I've come to realize that this person didn't know better. So to him, maybe truly he was the saint. It was the angel. I was the bad person. Because I think that was one word I started using at some point. When people started saying different versions of story about me.
Just let them say
like,
it.
There was even a time that I had PTSD. When my phone is ringing, I don't want to pick. Because next thing is,
the anxiety.
you see what I heard? Is it true? Because this person went as far as visiting even my top clients to tarnish my image as well. Yeah, so
I want to believe that there was no love. I keep saying it. You cannot love someone. My ex today, if I still see him, like...
Nah, it doesn't work like that.
No.
For some people, if they can no longer have you, nobody else in the world should have you.
Why?
So to them, it also helps them with their ego.
That's it.
Boosts their morale. They want to feel good about themselves. They know that this thing has scattered. So let's go scatter.
Does this person even say sorry?
I know. Maybe.
I mean, when we were together, was it easy for him to say sorry?
It's hard. You know, some people.
That's their
some
traits.
people fight to win. So I also want to say this to people out there that in a relationship, in a marriage, you don't fight to win. Because your win is my win. Your loss is my loss. We are working as a team. And as a great team player, one person cannot take the glory. It has to be two people. So when you're trying to discredit someone, you're trying to discredit your partner, you are insulting yourself. So if you call your partner a mad person, you too, you are mad. That's why you went for a mad person. You are not okay. That's why you went for somebody that is not okay. So birds of a feather flocks together. Yes.
So after experiencing this, emotional torture and abuse, how did you rebuild trust, especially when love came knocking again?
Okay. So
I think where she's watching.
I love this part. So when love came knocking again, right? So I've always been a lover girl. So I didn't let what I went through make me bitter. Some people come and say, hey, it's because of what I went through that I'm womanizing. It's because of what I went through, I'm sleeping around. It's a lie.
Women are just after your money, things like
that. Bad character. That's why you want to do bad things. That's why you are looking for what to use to hide. See, nobody can make you who you are not. So, if, for example, you want to call me I'm not a murderer. You're asking me to go and kill somebody. I'm not a murderer. I can't kill somebody. So nobody can ask me to do what I'm not capable of doing. So I would say that I've always been a lover girl. And as much as I went through that traumatic experience, there was one word God gave to me. He said that, do not let what you've been through limit you. And do not shut the doors of loving again. Why? Because I carry so much grace. Nations are waiting. The world is yet to see what I carry. I will not say I want to choose bitterness over love.
So I think that we should also give these people a little grace. So, sometimes you are so hot that you begin to, you not become a vile person. I remember at some point going through some breakups that I went through, some heartbreaks and all of that. I was not telling myself, I was not remembering some of the things people would say. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, things like that. Then I will not tell myself that this is not me. I cannot be doing this and be doing that. It doesn't work for me. Maybe to them, that's a way to salvage the situation or a solution that, so that if this one breaks your heart, at least you have person B or person C. But I know that this is not me and this is not right. So I tell myself consciously that no, I can't do this. No matter what you go through, you are not a broken person.
Yes, exactly. So you see, there are times where I felt like, I should not have mercy. I should not have mercy. So I would also say this, that I was the kind of person that never demanded for much. so I was that part, like when we started this conversation, I said I used to be a fixer. So you do when you're a fixer, they assume you don't need anything, and when you finally ask, no, the whole world must know that they help you. If the whole world do not hear, they've done nothing. Do you understand? So for me, right, I had to tell myself that I cannot allow other people pay for the sins of another person. It was really difficult. It was difficult though, because I'm like, no, especially when I now meet people, especially when I meet people that come from the same place as the person that traumatized me. I'm like, where is your village? If I see you and I see snake, I'll first, before I now run to kill the snake, I'll first run for the person first. Do you understand? But I realized that it has nothing to do with tribe. It has nothing to
do with tribe. If you're a good person, you're a good person, regardless of tribe.
So I had to tell myself that I can. There was a time I started praying. I made it a prayer that every time I pray, Father, I will love again. Father, my heart would love again. My heart is peaceful. I am joyful. So there was a name that, God bless my therapist, Mr. Oluwasegun. And you can check Chegon on Instagram. He's a mental health therapist.
Okay.
And this man helped me rediscover myself. And you know, one of the things he told me was, what did you do to attract such a person? That's let's start from the genesis. And to be very honest, you see, people prey on your weaknesses. And you may think it's a strength, but no, it's a weakness. So I knew that you see that ability of being a fixer, always wanting to make sure that things go in place, always working extra hard to see. Yes, it will attract them, but after a while it will become a problem.
Yes.
So because one of the words I heard then was, "What have you done for me? Did I send you work? What have you even done? What did I even gain from you, sir?"
Do
you understand? What have you done that nobody has even done? There was a day I became so emotional, I was in tears. And I was like, "You are shedding crocodile tears." It has gotten to the okay. No problem. No problem. So
it's a lot. So how did being in the public eye affect your healing journey?
Okay. One of the things that really affected me being a public figure is that there are people that you have mentored that really looked up to you and probably even love the relationship you had with this person. And there are people that you've gained their respect because of the relationship you had with this person. Then you now lose that respect because, you've gone separate ways away from this person. So for me, it was difficult because sometimes you have to explain yourself to even people that don't deserve explanation. So I had to come to a level that, okay, I'm done explaining. So when people reach out to me, I'm like, see, anything you hear is the truth.
Whatever you want to believe,
if they say I'm a witch, yes. If they say I'm wicked, though, because I've actually heard worse than that. So if they say anything, it's because the truth is, no matter how much you explain, God was there with you. God knows the truth. Do you know, even your version might not be the truth. It's the truth.
That's on a really deep level.
Yes. Your version, it might be so emotional, people are crying. Now I'm here, right? I'm saying my truth because I've healed. I'm not even in that place again.
Anymore.
I'm happy and better. And I may be talking now, somebody say, I can relate, and the person is shedding tears. But the truth is, God was in the story. God can actually analyze and say, my daughter, you failed in that aspect. Do you understand? So that's it.
So did you ever feel like you were dimming your light to make someone comfortable?
Of course. Plenty times. For example, there were things I needed to achieve that, when you're with someone that lacks foresight. So the moment you just open your mouth and say, I feel like I want to do this thing, they're already talking it down.
This thing that people say that so many men want to be with a career woman, goal-driven, but not many of them can actually handle a career woman.
True. So a lot of people like the idea of you. It's not you they like.
That word.
The idea. And they like the things you can do and all that you can become, not you.
Because it brings prestige to them now. Imagine them saying the
you.
Husband of so.
Thank you. Exactly.
But they cannot cope with you. Every other thing that got you to that level, they cannot be there.
Do you understand? So that is it. And for me, I believe that there is no gain in actually tarnishing the image of someone I claim I once loved.
Yes.
Do you understand?
I believe that so.
Do you know one thing I even realized, that bitterness will pull you back. The moment I stop thinking about what the person did, my life became better. Because that energy you are using to prove the person wrong. And I also want to say something, that when you're coming out of a traumatic experience, do not rush into a new relationship or rush to marry to pepper your ex. I beg you, the name of God.
Pepper them gang.
No, marry or be in a relationship for yourself. Be happy for you. For yourself, not for anybody. Because at the end of the day, check the posture of your heart. If it was not right from the beginning, it will scatter again. So you cannot build on a faulty ground.
Foundation.
So you need to break it. Start all over.
That's why healing is very, very important.
Yes.
You know, seeking for another relationship is not what you need at that moment.
Yes, yes. So I had to learn that I needed to, and I also want to say something. There's no time frame for healing. You know, so sometimes we hear that when did this person even leave their partner? No, they're with another person. You don't tell people how to heal. And sometimes some people had actually moved on before they actually left.
Yes.
So that one today, that one is also there. So I just want to say it, that some people actually left before they left. So when you are giving people a time frame and telling them, you not even wait up to how many years, you not even wait.
The monitoring spirits, they will start monitoring you. When did she even leave? That she's already married, that she's already this.
Do you understand? So that's why you hear a brother dated a sister, and the next month, 2 months, he have married. From where to where? I know, yeah, they'll say, yeah, it's a lie. You're dating the sister before.
People will not start saying things.
Do you understand? But a lot of things must have. Please, I'm not saying you should go and break up with someone and go and marry another sister the next 1 month. Before you now come and say it's Oye that said it, it's not me. Nobody should come and drag me. So, yeah.
So to bring this session to a close, what do you think about getting closure? Because in retrospect again, you know, there's a breakup happened one time, and I badly needed closure. I was just like, at least come and explain to me, why did this thing happen? What happened? What did I do? I mean, let me know my offense, things like that. But it never came. I had to move on like that. So what do you think? Do you think getting closure is important, or, you know,
okay, so
you can just move on?
While we are bringing this to a close, I would like to say a few things. So, and please, I would like anyone listening to pay attention to the things I want to say. Number one, sometimes closure is not what you need. Okay, after the closure, what happened? What happened? Will they carry eraser and erase the thing that they did to you? You know, for me, I would say that I didn't think I needed closure. Initially, I felt like, but later I now realized that closure is a waste of time. One, because a person that is just like a scorpion beats you, and you're not asking, Scorpion, why did you bite me? Why did you bite me?
Come and explain.
Instead of you to run, let them take away the venom. Instead of you to run and get healing, you are still crying and begging the scorpion to tell you why. Do you understand? So for me, I realized that I'm wasting my time. No, I was actually wasting my time. So I had to. And I think this is the mistake a lot of people make. So in looking for closure, they try to stick around. Sometimes that's what many people do.
Yes.
They try to stick around that maybe this person, or any little hello, hi, you have rushed, you have
Sometimes they are delusional, thinking that this person will come back again.
So you've started typing epistle again, and it still brings you back and breaks you more and more. Another thing I also want
start typing epistle again.
Yeah.
Is that a personal sub to me because I said I type epistle?
Yeah. So sometimes it's actually good to type, you know, get it off your chest. It's not bad to, if that's the kind of person you are.
But wait, the episode that you're not even sure whether they're reading.
Exactly. So sometimes tell it to God instead of telling it to man. Tell it to God. Should I say? I said earlier that God heals, time doesn't heal. So
see, things are happening. Yeah. I'm just remembering. I was sending messages upon messages for weeks. To one person that did not reply.
I also want to say something out there, right? Sometimes silence is what you need. Silence is difficult, but it is the biggest and I would say it's the best tool you can ever use. And that works for me. God told me, be silent. It was hard because they are pinching me. They are biting me. You say I should not. They are trolling me. They are even confrontational about this thing. And you're saying I should not. So for me, right, I delete, I block. They use other people to reach me. Sometimes this person even send people to send me message to hear what I will say. They should record it and forward. Do you know? So they need content. But I'm not going to give you the content.
You have moved on. No, they should move on.
You are not going to have that content. So the thing is, silence is the best way. And people that try to tarnish your image or abuse you, they don't like silence. That's why sometimes you see they are aggressive. They want you to bow to pressure. And I said never. I'm never going to bow to pressure. And I'm saying it to people out there, to people that have been abused, to people that have been hurt, to maybe a single mother out there that has been heartbroken. You are looking down on yourself.
Single fathers
too out there, and you're looking down on yourself because of a traumatic experience that you've had,
or you think you can never find love again,
you can never find love again because somebody has hurt you, or you not think, okay, or maybe you've been married before and say, okay, and nobody will marry me again, so let me just settle for a widow or a widower or somebody that have given birth to, so that will be equal. And sometimes that's low self-esteem.
Yes.
You can actually meet somebody that has never had that experience. Do you know, oh, thank you.
You don't need another broken person to be whole.
There's something I also want to say. Apostle Paul in the Bible was never married, but he was able to give counsel on marriage. So if
you were to be in today's world, they will say, you have not
so you can actually meet somebody, right, that's never been through the traumatic experience that you've been through, and the person connects and understands your pain and love you more, because that person, sometimes when God gives you the right person, you need not to say much. The person knows what to do. And sometimes God would allow you go through certain traumatic experience for you to also see your flaws. Because you think you have good character until you meet certain people.
Exactly.
You actually think
we are not all that good as we think we are.
Yes.
Really.
Do you understand? So, but I'm grateful to God for helping me rediscover myself. And one of the things I had to do is owning up to the fact that, yes, I have a problem that needs to be fixed. And I had to seek help and realize that, no, I would never allow anyone
Sometimes
to do this
we are
to
in
me
denial.
again. Thank you. So, and for me, and I also want to say something. Sometimes we settle for, bare minimum because we think that is all that it is. No, there is more.
That is all
there is. There is more. So sometimes, you are okay with Gary when there's a platter of food waiting for you somewhere, and sometimes it is low self-esteem because you feel like I'm not all that good. So I will tell you something too. The experience I had affected me sometimes. That I'm in some gatherings. I feel small because the status that I had before, or certain things I've lost because of the experience I had, is affecting me and the kind of association that I'm in. So what I do sometimes is I remind myself that I am special. There is more to me. I carry my head up, I know that I'm a child of God. I'm a queen, I'm a princess. So you cannot tell me what I'm not.
I think we can end on this note. I am special. Yes. There is more to me. That's great. I mean, it's been a really insightful session. Thank you for sharing your story with us. We are happy to have you on Reality Chat Room with Dams. We hope that we, bring you back someday to share some other beautiful stories with us. Not traumas this time. Thank you so much. Hi guys, so we have come to the end of this episode of Reality Chat Room with Dams. As we do it, follow us on all social media platforms, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and comment on our videos. Thank you so much. Bye.